Hello fans, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I will be explaining an action movie called Speed, released in 1994. Without wasting time, let's head straight to the movie. The movie begins with a security guard who is doing some inspections. He finds a repairman who informs him that he's just connecting the wires. The man then tells him that he should not be there. He demands for job order from him, but the repairman stabs him. Next, after the meeting, employees heads to an elevator. A person inside the building unspecified pushes a button and the cables holding. Suddenly elevator break. The elevator starts to collapse. Police can be seen arriving in the building to assist. Mac Lieutenant tells his team that passengers are stuck in an elevator that is below floor 30. The guy behind his plans is demanding $3.7 million. The police are shocked after realizing that they have 23 minutes only. They can only manage to reach the internal portion of the building through the access panels. Detective Harry and Jack officer volunteers to check it out. Because the way out place is on floor 32, they hurry to get there and heads the shaft to find it on top of the elevator. Looking shocked, the people inside the elevator are worried and wants to know what is going on. Jack and Harry tell them they work for LAPD and control the situation by informing them that it's just a small problem. Howard, the bomber, is listening to their conversation. Harry asks Jack what will happen if the bad guy is using the hostages for cover at the airport as he heads to the plane. But Jack tells him that he would kill the hostage in order to stop the bomber from boarding the plane, killing the other passengers. He suspends himself upside down with a cable and attaches a hook to the elevator. Howard hears them and blows the elevator brakes. The people in the elevator can be seen looking scared. The hook Jack attached is connected to a construction crane, and due to a great force, it breaks, forcing the elevator move downwards before getting stuck again. Jack drills and opens the entrance and arrives at scared passengers. Jack starts to get the passengers out. One by one. One woman, in particular, is terribly scared, but they manage to save her as well. He then notices that the bomber is within the building. They find out where he is hiding and try to look for him, but he shoots Jack and Harry. Howard ends up cornering them in the elevator and taunts Jack while holding Harry hostage. They are forced to move out of the elevators since they have no other choice. Jack shoots Harry in the leg as Howard blows the place. In the next scene, Jack and Harry receives medals for their courageous in unofficial events. They were able to save the people in the elevator. Howard is believed to have died through his own bomb's explosion, although he is actually watching the event on TV, making fun of them as he claps. The police officers are celebrating their hard work. Harry heads home at Santa Monica while Jack is taking coffee with muffins. He is conversing with a friend who is a bus driver. A few minutes later, the bus blows up as he is about to drive away. Confused, he runs after the bus. A payphone around there rings up. Jack picks up. Howard answers from the other end. He tells him he spent 2 years on the elevator work, though it was unsuccessful. He got Jack's attention by blowing the bus. Howard insists on getting his $3.7 million. He informs Jack what he would do if a bus had a bomb inside will automatically explode if the speed goes below 50 miles per hour and is engaged when the bus first reaches that speed. Jack says he would want to know what bus it is. He invites him to play by the rules as he informs him the location where the bus is. Howard warns him that no one should get off the bus or he will blow the bus. He needs the money by 11 a.m. A woman by the name Annie hurries to get inside the bus. Jack is driving after the bus at full speed. Inside the bus, the people are calm and relaxed. They're waiting to reach their destination. There is traffic forcing them to go slow. Jack is chasing after the bus, where he eventually gets out of his car as he runs toward the bus. He tries to inform them to stop. He can be seen trying to tell them that he's among the LAPD members, but they don't stop the bus. Jack forcefully takes a stranger's car and follows the bus. The bus returns at 50 miles per hour, turning on the bomb. Jack shouts at the driver that there's a bomb on the bus. He orders him to stay above 50 miles per hour. He informs Harry that the Howard is still alive. Jack is able to get inside the bus and tries to explain to everyone what is going around. One of the passengers pulls out a gun on him. Jack pulls his gun out to defend himself. He then puts his gun away to calm the situation. As the man with the gun is calming down, a passenger named Ortiz tries to get control of him. The gun's trigger is pulled, and it shoots the driver, injuring him badly. Jack tells the passengers that there's a bomb placed on the bus. Annie can be seen driving the bus as the police prepare to leave their station in helicopter. Howard is exited, seeing everything being broadcast live on TV. Jack and Harry talk on phone as Jack informs the bomb setup. An insane amount of C4-3 triggers and a timer set on a gold wristwatch. As they try to stay above 50, they crash through a lot of stuff. But Annie tries her best to maintain the bus moving. Bomber is listening to the news while watching football at the same time. Harry and his colleagues discuss about Howard, where they come to understand that he knows a lot about bombs, using a different techniques every time. He also knows every police in his capability. Harry then decides to inquire about Howard. He look at his files of police from the last 10 years. Mac and Jack stay in contact and try to cool the situation. Annie keeps driving the bus to prevent the bomb from turning on. Mac, who is in a chopper, gives directions to Jack in order for them to reach the police to be assisted. A very sharp bend comes around, but passengers balance the bus and controls it to pass the sharp bend. The police prepares to save the passengers as the bus is following the given route. Jack thanks Annie for her help with driving the bus during this hard moment. She asks why the bomber is after them. Jack tells her that the bomber is after him. He likes playing games with the authorities. If Jack is able to save the people today, there will be another game tomorrow, and so it goes on. Harry orders his colleagues to go through the pension funds as he suspects that the bomber is paralyzed. He may not be LAPD, but he's nearby. He believes he has seen him before. Mac and the teams arrives and try to get passengers out. Jack tells them they can't take the passengers out of the bus since he will see them and turn on the bomb. Mac tells him that there is probability he might be a police. Howard calls Jack. He bargains with Howard and manages get out the wounded driver from the bus. A woman on the bus named Helen gets hopelessly tries to jump off in order to make it to the police safely, but Howard blows up the front of the bus. The woman falls out and seemingly goes under the bus. The passengers are worried and start arguing with each other. Situation is tense. Jack checks up on Annie and comfort her as she is traumatized. She is happy to be alive, but she feels guilty. Jack tells her not to feel guilty because if Helen had gotten off, Howard would have killed them all. Mac informs Jack that unluckily, there is a 50-foot gap in the road as the freeway is uncompletely. Jack decides that they should keep driving above 50 miles as it is an interchange, so it might have an incline. He orders everyone on the bus that when they hit the gap, they should keep their heads down. When they reach the incomplete section of the interchange, they go flying over it and luckily land on the other side. Everyone is happy and they compliment each other. Jack makes Annie head to the exit, which leads to Los Angeles International Airport's air cargo terminals. They choose to go to the airport because the helicopters can follow them, therefore Howard will not be aware. Jack and Howard are on the phone as he demands his money and insists that he earned it. He informs Jack that he also has medal too, together with a pink slip and an apology for his hand getting injured. Jack persuades him to let him get out of the bus alone so that he can talk to the authorities one-on-one about Howard's request. He allows him. Howard warns Jack to return back quickly and he not allow betrayal. Jack informs Annie to continue driving at the airport runway. He gets in touch with Mac, who plans to remove the passengers out of the bus. But Jack is worried that he might blow up the bus, bearing in mind that he has been one step ahead of them each time. His plans is to disconnect the bomb. The passengers in the bus are afraid of what's happening. Mac informs Jack that they will not be able to hold stable for a long time. Hess informed that he has very few minutes. Harry is in touch with him through the phone. A cable is connected to Jack as he moves under the bus while lying on a mechanic's creeper. He can be seen disconnecting the bomb with Harry's help and directions. They find out that they cannot bypass it since it's a collapsible circuit. The police discover the name of the bomber, Mr. Howard Payne, who worked for Atlanta PD's bomb squad team but retired in 1989 due to a small charge which left him with 9 fingers. Harry and his team plans to go after him. Jack gets stuck under the bus, but Ortiz steps forward to help him. The cable breaks. Jack tries to hold on, but he damages the fuel tank. Annie looks scared as she thinks she drove over him. But Ortiz opens the bus. Florin gets him out. Jack tells Mac to get help in order to solve the fuel tank problem. Harry and his team enters Howard's house. He tricks them by setting a bomb inside the house. When it discovers them, it goes off. Harry is killed in the process. Jack gets a call. Hess, shocked, find out that it's Howard and not Harry. He tells Jack that Harry is dead. He threatens him once again, warning him that if he doesn't get the money, they will all die. While still talking, he refers to Annie as a wildcat. He orders them where they should drop the money. Jack notices Annie's University of Arizona shirt. He realizes that by wildcat, he's referring to Annie. This means Howard can see the inside the bus. He has video footage but no voice. Jack tells everyone to look normal and just stare ahead. They record a tape of the bus's seemingly monotone environment. Mac makes the press go off air and play the tape of the bus on loop. They are able to deceive Howard. Later, the team manage to get out every passenger from the bus. But Jack and Annie are still inside. They then lock the gas pedal and then finally get out as well by using the bus floor's opening panel as a support under them. The bus crashes into a plane and blows as the passengers view from a distance. Jack and Annie are safe and happy. Mac checks up on them. They give him medical attention. Howard calls again asking for his money. They realize Hess, not aware that the bomb blew up. Mac says they drop the money in few minutes. The police can be seen arriving at Howard's area. Jack and Annie are riding in an ambulance. He gets out and says he'll be back. The police sets a paint bomb with the money. Sanitation workers drop the bags in the trash can. Howard notices the police hitting at a different place with their weapons aimed at the collection point of the money. He tries to trigger the bomb on the bus, but realizes that he was fooled by the looped video playing on TV. He pretends to be a cop and takes Annie away. The police wonder where he is, since he has not collected the money. Jack knows he's never late. It is revealed that he got the money, and he is on the run, as Jack finds a hole under the trash can through which he escaped. He finds Annie in an underground area with bombs all over her. Howard shows up and makes her fill a bag with the money. Jack tells him to take the money and leave Annie alone. Howard slowly explains how bombs are made to explode. He suddenly leaves with her. He can be seen shooting people using his weapon and gets with her on the subway. Jack manages to get on the train just in time. Howard kills the driver. He tortures Annie with his callous speech, telling her it'll hurt less if the bomb explodes. He finds the paint bomb inside his bag of money and gets irritated. Jack and Howard have a fight on the roof of the train. His head gets crushed against a railway signal, and he falls off. Mac informs Jack that the track ahead is not completed. They can't stop the train and have no other choice but to jump off. Annie is handcuffed to a pole. They try to break her free, but they doesn't succeed. Jack accelerate the train and take it as it comes. They sit and hold each other. The train hits the turn and breaks into several parts. The part containing them lands outside the construction area on the road. They are happy to make it through and start kissing as people celebrates their survival. Finally, the movie ends. Did you enjoy watching this video? Leave your comment. Remember to subscribe, like, and share. See you in the next one. Bye guys for now.